Hi, I'm Dave Graybill, host of the Fishing Edition Outdoor Cooking Show, and I've got something different planned for this week. This is my daughter Whitney, and we're headed for a big family get-together on Lopez Island on the San Juan Islands of Puget Sound. So there might be something a little salty on the menu for this trip, but we've got some great things in store for you, and some things I'm just going to have to figure out what we do when we get there. Depends on what we catch or find. Here's Whit and I again. We are in a beautiful setting here on Lopez Island. This great cabin, our whole family's hanging out here. And what we're going to do is the first step in making my prize-winning chili. Yeah, it sounds good. And what we're going to do is you saw me tenderize the meat. And that can be anything from sirloin or your favorite. It doesn't have to be expensive. We're cooking for $15 today. So I'm not using the tenderloin that I usually use in my competition chili. But I do have the grill all warmed up and ready to go. And we're just going to flop these on. And what this does, it allows me to get this nice charcoal grilled flavor into the meat. And then what we'll do before it goes into the pot with all of our ingredients is I will just cube that so it's just nice, tiny, bite-sized, easy to swallow chunks. Okay, now what I've done is I've added the steak that we've already grilled for that great char flavor. And boy, the steak itself was great. And then we put it into the chili pot. Then I added 3 yellow sweet onions to that mix. And then 3 whole peppers, each of a different color. So that adds a real nice color that shows through even the tomato sauces that we're going to add too. So this is cooking along nicely. I tell you what, Whit, why don't you hand to me first the tomato sauce. Hand me a can of that tomato sauce and I'll get that going in here. We're going to have to add this as there's room to this, and this will cook down. But we're going to need 1 and 2 of these nice cans of tomato sauce. Thank you. Next, I want to add the enchilada sauce.
Ooh, secret ingredient.
Now, that is something I think is unique to my recipe of chili, is I use the enchilada sauce, and it's a mild. I don't like to make my chili too hot. I like it so that everyone can enjoy it, not just the people that like to have their tongues burned out. And that sauce adds a nice flavor, as well as adding just a hint of heat. Okay, 1 and 2. Okay, thank you very much. Now I'm going to reach over here. Oh, tomato paste too. I want to add the tomato paste. And again, this just adds more of a richness to the tomato sauce. So I've always
Does that help thicken it at all?
It does a bit too. You're right. This sauce tends to get, the way I thicken my chili is it's packed. It is packed with all kinds of goodies, from the 3 different bell peppers and the onion, and of course that nice steak that's swimming around in there right now. And then hand me the chili pepper right there in the end. Chili powder, actually. And again, you can experiment with this. The chili powder I'm using mainly for flavor. I don't need to use a lot. You can see that for this quantity, that's not a lot, okay? And then you can also taste test this through the process. See if you need to add a little bit more, if that's going to be tolerable. But what I really use for flavor is the cumin, which is right there.
Yeah, that's a nice flavor.
Yeah, and you know, when that's cooking, it doesn't smell that great. I think my wife says it smells like dirty feet or something. But this is the essence of chili, is cumin, ground cumin. That is the essence. So I'm very generous with that because this is what brings out the chili flavor, is that cumin. We'll start up with that amount. And mix that in nicely. Okay. And I think that we're there.
All those peppers just look great in there.
Oh, yes. It's just a nice color. And one of the other things that I like about my chili that I think separates from everything else is the fact that it doesn't have to cook that long. I mean, it's done. Now you just need to get it warm.
Hooked on Toys!
If you enjoy preparing your fishing game, Hooked on Toys has everything you need to do it right. From vacuum sealers to smokers and all the seasonings and chips to go with them, you won't believe the variety of what Hooked on Toys has to offer the outdoor chef. They have an amazing selection of outdoor cookware too. Dutch ovens to camp stoves, camp tables, cookware to treat your family and friends to outdoor cooking at its best. It's all at Hooked on Toys, 1444 North Wenatchee Avenue, Wenatchee.
Hooked on Toys!
Honey, you are not gonna believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste. 60% less sugar.
Yeah. I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Look at the camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna flip.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
AmeriGas is the nation's largest supplier of propane and propane equipment. With over 650 locations all across the country, you can sleep easy knowing AmeriGas is right there to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you building or buying a home? Ask your builder to make it propane. Make it AmeriGas. Learn more about the outstanding fixed pricing and affordable budget payment programs offered by AmeriGas.
Log on to AmeriGas.com.
AmeriGas, America's propane company, has a shopping list of all the things their product propane can do. Commercial business use, home heating, water heating, pool and spa heating, clothes drying, fuel for kitchen stoves, and of course, grilling. Propane is extremely affordable, clean burning, and extremely efficient. For a location near you, check your local yellow pages or visit us at AmeriGas.com. Enjoy benefits such as automatic delivery, flexible payment options, and customer referral awards. AmeriGas, America's propane company. Reliable, safe, and responsive.
It's about just the right time to sample this chili, and guess who would show up? My dad, Dave Graybill. He's just in time to get a sample of this. So I'm going to give Whitney and my dad a sample of this chili so they can give me their opinion to see if I still know how to make award-winning chili. There's some for you, Dad. Get a bowl for Whitney. And the rest of the family's going to get to enjoy this here pretty soon. But before we serve up the chili, there's one last item I want to make today. I've got this handy dandy oven on my Coleman stove, so we're going to make cornbread. And Whitney's got it all put together for us, so all I need to do.
He hasn't lost the touch.
How's that chili?
Ooh, it smells good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tastes better.
Oh yeah, that steak came out really well.
Okay, good. And it's not too hot. I don't want to make it too hot so that
Oh
everybody
yeah,
can
nice
enjoy it.
zesty flavor, but mild. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what I'm shooting for.
How much did you make?
I think you'll be able to get seconds, Dad. Okay, I think I've smooshed that around enough to make that happen. Pop in the oven it goes. And what did you say? Wait 20 minutes at 400 on the button. And we're going to have cornbread to accompany chili.
Excellent. One thing I don't know if you've talked about is that there's no beans in your chili.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's a good point, Whitney. There is no beans in this chili. And I guess really true chili is made without beans.
Oh, really?
And not that I don't like beans in chili, however, I call this love chili. It doesn't have any beans and it doesn't have any of the side effects.
With a house this packed, that's a really good idea.
That's right. You know, and I've made this chili for 15, 20 years now.
The recipe's finally being revealed. We've been
Yes,
waiting.
and I started at Lake Chelan, and I was invited to a competition. I was working at a radio station at the time, and I put my hand up, and so I was the one that entered the chili, and I have it altered, and the first time I entered, I won first place. The second time I entered, I won first place. And over a period of 5 years, I entered 5 times. I won 3 first, a second, and a third, and probably won over $1,000.
Wow, so
in
this is
cash.
well-known, respected chili.
I'm actually known as the czar of chili in Chelan.
Really?
Self-proclaimed. All right.
I see.
But I've never had anyone disappointed in the results of this chili, and I'm glad that I got a chance to make it for this great family outing that we're having up here. And we'll see how it lasts when I put this pot in front of 15 people.
Yeah, not long. I might have to refill my bowl before we bring it in.
That's right, that's right. Well, good, and I think that our cornbread is just about done too. And this has been what a great time. Having you here has just been a treat. And what a setting here in this boathouse on Lopez Island. And everything looks like it's going to work out. And I can't wait to dig in and share this with the whole family.
Hooked on Toys!
If you enjoy preparing your fishing game, Hooked on Toys has everything you need to do it right. From vacuum sealers to smokers and all the seasonings and chips to go with them, you won't believe the variety of what Hooked on Toys has to offer the outdoor chef. They have an amazing selection of outdoor cookware too. Dutch ovens to camp stoves, camp tables, cookware to treat your family and friends to outdoor cooking at its best. It's all at Hooked on Toys, 1444 North Wenatchee Avenue, Wenatchee.
Hooked on Toys!
Honey, you are not gonna believe this. I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the new cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste. 60% less sugar.
Yeah. I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Look at the camera. I've never had anything like it. My parents are gonna flip.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Introducing Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Are you getting this, honey? It's going viral.
AmeriGas is the nation's largest supplier of propane and propane equipment. With over 650 locations all across the country, you can sleep easy knowing AmeriGas is right there to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you building or buying a home? Ask your builder to make it propane. Make it AmeriGas. Learn more about the outstanding fixed pricing and affordable budget payment programs offered by AmeriGas.
Log on to AmeriGas.com.
AmeriGas, America's propane company, has a shopping list of all the things their product propane can do. Commercial business use, home heating, water heating, pool and spa heating, clothes drying, fuel for kitchen stoves, and of course, grilling. Propane is extremely affordable, clean burning, and extremely efficient. For a location near you, check your local Yellow Pages or visit us at AmeriGas.com. Enjoy benefits such as automatic delivery, flexible payment options, and customer referral awards. AmeriGas, America's propane company. Reliable, safe, and responsive.
Well, we mentioned on the way over that we had a lot of good recipes to try out, and that we might also try something salty while we were on the islands too.
You'd hope.
And today, while we were taking a little tour around Lopez Island, we drove by, turned around, and went back to a little farm that had a sign that said oysters, clams, beef, and pork. We went inside. We found these fabulous oysters.
Yeah, they look really nice.
We also picked up some very fresh clams, little neck clams, and it was really fun because it was by the honor system. Remember, we just went in and we filled out the receipt, what we purchased, and put the money in the box and had a receipt to take home. It was really fun. That's part of island life up here. But what we're going to do, ways to do it, and really delicious, is right on the grill.
Yeah, and it's a good way to do it.
It's really terrific. And so what we're going to do, I've got the grill nice and heated up. Not a very complicated way of doing it. We're just going to place these oysters right on the grill. I've got this up to 400 degrees.
400?
Yep. And we'll just space those out. And what we're doing, what we're looking for is we're going to close this thing up, give it maximum heat, and then we're just going to check back in with these guys and see when they've popped open. And that is the signal of when they're done, when they pop open.
So no flipping, they just one side and they open up?
That's right.
Great.
And then we'll slide them off, let them cool just enough so that we can handle them. I've got a little oyster knife here, and we just to pry them open and to be able to get at these guys. And I'm going to be preparing the mussels and clams in a similar but different way. What I'm planning to do is the mussels in a red wine base and the clams in a white wine.
Sounds good.
Pretty simple. So let me take just a quick sneak peek at these guys. They're still cold. They're just cooking away. It'll take a little bit for those to pop open. And the weather's cooperated with us. This has been we've been dodging raindrops all weekend. We've had just beautiful sunshine and then rain squalls. We've seen it all here.
Yep.
But it hasn't stopped us.
Yeah, still having fun.
Oh yeah, that's the fun of the island. Ah.
Yeah, I think I
You hear that sound?
Things are happening.
I think things are happening. Yeah. That means that things are starting to release their juices. Take a little bit longer for those. Think of those.
Delicious. You're not going to get any.
I know. Okay, we've got our spices in each of these pots. We've got our onion, spices, and wine into the pots. And we're going to get these up to a nice rolling boil again and allow each of these to cook about 8 minutes is all we really need. And then we are going to have another great salty treat to taste when they're done. Yeah.
Quiet on the set.
Don't those look good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I know this is your favorite. So here, yeah, try those.
I should have a little butter.
Yeah. That. Mussels. Good. Now here's your hot butter, just the way you like them. Here, I'll hold that for you. Give them a good dip.
That one's tender. Now you can't eat that.
And I know this is something that you'll get at any opportunity.
Right.
I know you love
Steamed clams.
steamed clams. They're the best. Well, I think they meet my mother's tastes. But here's an even more shrewd critic of my cooking. Dad, come up here.
You want mussel?
Oh, you're gonna try mussel?
After one clam.
Yeah, better get a clam.
So good. Not good?
There's a fork to spear this guy. I'll hold this for you.
Have some little butter.
That's a nice fat one. Oh, look at the color of those too.
Very nice.
You don't expect me to quit now, do you?
No way. There's no stopping you. What do you think of those?
Mussels are great.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Those
Really
are good.
good.
All right, it's official. It's a success. Our seafood cooking adventure on Lopez Island, it worked. All right. I didn't tell you
Anybody
to
else
stop.
for a mussel?
I'll take it over here.
Ooh, those mussels are.
Oh, those are good.
Those good? Yeah.
Finish chewing first.
There, that's fine. That little piece.
I grilled up some asparagus while these guys were doing their clams and mussels, and I just do it with a little bit of olive oil to protect it, and I just season it with a little salt. Sometimes I'll marinate it in balsamic vinegar. Very tasty. It's a hit.
What we're going to do, instead of the classic s'more, which is just the marshmallow and the graham cracker, we're going to put
Bananas.
bananas. I think bananas is a great idea.
Fried bananas?
Yeah.
Are you gonna heat the bananas?
No, the marshmallow is going to smoosh them right.
sure.
Look at that, sliding right off.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I skinned
That's all you
it.
need. That's all you need. Now
Yeah.
re-toast that.
Okay.
Todd, what do you think of that one there, that automatic
Turn it,
one?
turn
Ooh.
it, turn it, turn it.
Okay, Todd.
Keep turning.
Amy? Look at that. They got a,
You're the
an
guinea
angle
pig.
stick and they
It's
stick
done,
it in
it's
the
done.
thing
Oh,
and
it's
they...
done.
Another one.
Wow, look at that.
I need another one.
Stuff the clam in that we're used to.
I need another one.
I'm gonna try one.
Sophie, those are almost done.
Okay. Actually, the banana's really
Those are
good.
almost done.
I love it.
Or miss anybody? Okay, now Davey and Amy are both in.
No, Eileen